Kia ora, welcome to the Starting in Te Reo Māori YouTube channel. Today on the call we've got Ian. Ian's just recently finished the February 2020 30-day Te Reo Māori Bootcamp course. Kia ora, Ian.
Kia ora, Grant.
And,
how you doing?
Good, bro, good. And so Ian's just jumped on. Just got a few questions for him and help to essentially share his experiences and what he got out of the course. So yeah, we'll jump straight into it, Ian. So for you, what was your understanding of Te Reo Māori? Where did Te Reo Māori sort of sit in the context of your life before you started the course?
Yeah. I guess I've done some courses and stuff like that. Some sort of basic courses, learning vocab and greeting people and things. But I'd always ended up getting stuck. So I've got I was just looking there. I've got a few books that I started but never got very far with. So I had some basics, and I'm kind of aware that, like, in my family, my nieces and nephews and stuff, that they're learning about Te Reo Māori. So I thought it'd be really nice to learn more about it myself. And I kind of hope to, I just don't know, feel more confident using it in classroom and work situations as well, and be able to sort of promote it myself without feeling a bit dumb, basically. Yeah, that was basically it.
So you've got a teaching background as well.
Yes, I teach uni students, and yeah, it's nice to use it in class itself, and we do use some examples as well, like the treaty text and also the declaration as well for some of our exercises. So being able to actually have a go at pronouncing better is good. Yeah.
Good. So you obviously jumped on board and you've finished the course. Before you started, like when you saw the course originally, were there any obstacles or barriers for you getting on board?
Yeah, I guess I thought that time-wise, I was a bit worried about whether I'd be able to keep up every day, and whether if I got a bit behind, whether I'd just end up falling by the wayside kind of thing. So that I wasn't sure if there'd be time to catch up. So putting in the regular time, that was one of the things. Yeah, I think that was the main part, and I wasn't quite sure what I'd be doing. I wasn't sure how the format was. I mean, I had an idea that you talk to the people and stuff like that, but I hadn't sort of, I don't know, done a course like that before. All the other stuff has been reading by myself, or maybe doing. I've got a friend who runs a Sunday event, and we just go and occasionally talk a little. I mostly have tea and eat biscuits. So doing it online is kind of a different world for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a different sort of medium. Not just doing it online, because there are a lot of courses out there online, not just Te Reo courses, but other types of courses where you kind of just jump on, you get taken to a portal, you read some text, you answer some questions, and that's kind of the extent of it. And for me personally, I think there are some limitations in not only the level of engagement for those types of courses, but the level of retention and what you can learn. So that's why I really wanted to build this course around, well, hey, how can we introduce that face-to-face interaction in an online medium? And that's really one of the big benefits I think people get out of doing this course. Is it's not just an online course, so to speak. It's you still do get that connection with people, and I know for yourself, you've made a lot of really cool connections, and we've met a lot of really great people over the last 30 days. So there's a lot of benefits in doing it that way.
Yeah, I quite like the fact that the way that you hook people up and to get people to organise into groups and then talk to each other, and then people across the groups also start talking to each other as well. And that's one of the biggest benefits for me. Like at work, we did set up this coffee club kind of thing where we'd do some basically te rako, kind of like with the little sticks and things like that. And it was cool, but none of us had time to stick to it. So it's kind of interesting. Actually being online and connecting over Messenger and things like that was actually a lot more flexible. And everybody, people were at different levels. Like there was one person in our group, and she had a lot of knowledge and stuff, and she wanted a refresher, and she would help us, which was pretty cool. And then, yeah, I really like that aspect that we were learning together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's
Great
kind of
to
neat.
hear. So
Yeah,
you go through the 30-day course, you get through all the work, you come out the other side of it. What was the biggest result for you having done the course? Like, what was the biggest thing that you got out of it?
I think it's I think we were talking before we started. I just said one of the things was like, for me, putting the words together into structures and understanding a bit more about particularly future and past, and using the fact that you can say a lot of things with a small number of words if you know how to connect them together.
Mm.
Really, that was one of the things about it. That was pretty cool. And the other thing about doing the go live and stuff like that, so going live on my page was, yeah, it was really nice, because initially I felt that kind of, I guess it's whakama. I felt a bit like that, but people are really, my family and other friends were really positive, and that gave me a boost.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and it's made it possible to say things like, today we had a meeting, and a couple of us have suggested having some karakia at the beginning and at the end, just find some relatively simple ones.
Mm.
Um,
Good.
and I don't think I feel confident enough to do that, unless I've done this course, really.
Yeah.
It would have taken a lot longer. Yeah, it's real.
Good. Cool. And yeah, that the the live videos, you talked there about you there, you still got me?
Yeah. The phone rang.
Oh,
Yeah,
interruptions. All good.
yeah.
Yeah, so the live calls, and I've spoken about this on some of the other testimonial videos. We do spend that first week really looking at a lot of that personal development stuff, and just trying to clear the way a bit, and remove some of those barriers that can generally inhibit people from learning, and hold people back. So we like to try and clear those out of the way. Get to a position where we are building confidence. We're confident in what we're saying. We've got some certainty around what we're doing. We're being out and open with, what our intentions are for doing the course, and our own personal goals. And I think once we get that all established, it really makes it simple to move forward from there. And like you said there, you've got that perfect example where you've done this course, you've gone through that. That extra sort of personal level of personal development, and now you've got the confidence to go out and do those other things at work.
Yeah, no, it's really helped with that. And I guess, we're saying about sharing your intention of things, the fact that we heard other people's intentions, yeah, and other people talking about what were their little barriers, or backgrounds, what their journey was, I guess, put it that way. That was really helpful, actually. Yeah, it made it easy to connect with people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I like
think
that.
some of the other feedback I've had is, people go that they want to learn, and there are these barriers, but they almost feel like they're isolated. And when you come
Mm,
into this forum and you hear all those stories, you hear all those experiences from other people, something I think shifts in your mind and goes, well, hang on, there's a lot of people out there just like me. I'm not really alone in doing this. And I think that that sort of shared, what's the right word here, that sort of shared fear, the
yeah,
shared
kind of
apprehension. It's
apprehension, or,
yeah,
shared kind of, yeah,
people can start to see that they're
yeah.
not on their own, and now that they're in this group with everyone, you can all move forward together. You're not alone.
Yeah, I think and you hear people saying stuff that you think yourself, and I think
Mm.
that's often a good tell
Yep.
as well. There was the other thing I was just thinking that was really good was just having a go as well, because
Mm.
just having a go at speaking and not worrying, not getting hung up on whether it's completely right or it's going to be perfect type thing.
Yeah.
That was really good. It forces you to actually apply it, instead of just doing some kind of sterile, well, not sterile, but doing kind of exercises that don't really connect to my own life or what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, and we go through the course. We do our lessons every day, our activities, our homework. We're doing our calls. We're in
Mhm.
touch with each other all the time. We're doing the accountability groups, live calls, all those
Mm.
sorts of things. For you, what specific feature of the course
Mm.
really aided the most in in your development?
Um, I think it was I think it was the accountability group, but even more in some ways was when we shared stuff. You, other people outside and other accountability groups would comment on what you're doing and stuff like that, and you'd see theirs. So again, it's that kind of learning with other people type
Mm.
thing,
Mm.
and getting ideas from other people. That I think that's the biggest thing, because online courses, yeah, you can end up doing a quiz or something like that, or a book, but
Mm.
you're not connecting with anybody else, and you're not
Yeah.
actually trying. And one of the things that happened with the live videos is that friends said, "Oh, your pronunciation there can be improved," which is
Mm.
good. And it was really cool, actually. Yeah, yeah. I found something I've been doing for years and probably still do, but I was able to focus on it and try to improve it, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good when you get some of that constructive criticism from some other people in your life, and yeah,
yeah,
they're almost like anticipating that you've got something more to come, and they're waiting for, yeah, okay, where's Ian's next update? When's he coming back?
yeah,
When's he
yeah,
going to
yeah.
share with us what
You
he's
know,
up
I
to?
had a lot of people I didn't expect say real like they thought it was kind of cool and they've been thinking about learning
Mm.
as well. And in terms of promoting the language, I think that's a really good thing that
Yeah,
normalizes it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
good, good.
yeah,
And so, look, you've done the course, you've finished it, you've gone through all that experience of having completed it. For someone out there that might be considering doing the course, would you recommend the course to them, and if so, why?
yeah, totally. I think that it's really well designed. And I think that you've refined it probably over the time that you've been doing it. And the fact that you've put these support structures in place. So you've actually, the way that you've thought out the kind of pedagogy and all that kind of stuff of it. Um, and I really get the sense that it's a bit like you've thought about how you would have liked to have been taught, perhaps,
Mm.
aspect of that. So yeah, I think it's super worthwhile, actually. Yeah, I can see why I've seen other testimonials in the past from previous students, which is kind of
Mm.
like so positive. Yeah, no, I have actually recommended a couple of friends already. So
Oh,
yeah,
good.
keep doing that.
Great.
Yeah,
Good, good. Well, look, thanks, Ian.
yeah,
Really good to hear your experiences and how you went through the course. I'm sure there'll be people at home watching this that'll be able to connect with you in some different shape or form. So, look, before we wrap up, Ian, is there any final words from you? Anything you'd like to close with?
I mean, I guess really I saw it as it's a really good boost. So then that boot camp kind of way to go and do more stuff.
Mm.
So I'm keen to go and do more stuff. I've signed up for a follow-on course that'll take place in June, and I'm thinking of ways
Nice.
that I can keep going until then. So that's awesome. Yeah, thanks, Grant. I really appreciate the effort you put into it too. It's cool.
Oh, thanks, Ian. I really appreciate you taking the course, and it's been great getting to know you a bit more over the 30 days. And yeah, I'm sure we'll stay connected.
Cool. Cheers, man.
Cool.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Thank you. Cheers,
All
bro.
right. See ya.